Welcome back to Let's Play Blood Will Tell. Today we're tackling the second half of Chapter 2, and with me today is going to be Derek Barona.
The arena videos from Splatterhouse could not contain me.
And we're going to check out the rest of this chapter, starting now. Okay, so we're back in the village, where our good friend Dororo has gone on a bit of a rampage after stealing the possessed sword.
Yeah, that little frickin' idiot.
Yeah, everyone knew it was a bad idea except for him.
I mean, it's just like, he saw what kind of state that guy was in. Did he really think that he would be able to... You know what, I don't know. He's a kid, he's stupid, I'm willing to cut him some slack. Wait, no, I'm not. He's an idiot.
It's a great character flaw that he's ridiculous and causes things to happen through sheer stupidity.
You call that a great character flaw?
Yeah, it makes things happen. It's basically how I play D&D.
Chaotic neutral all the way, huh? No, I can live with that.
Yeah.
I noticed you were kind of getting mauled by that pack of zombie dogs, though.
Oh, those dogs. I mentioned last time that they spawn in mid-attack, so if you run past their spawn point, they hit you.
Ugh.
And that knocks you back, and then you get hit by everything else in the area. So you can't rush past this, even though it's not an annihilation battle, you don't have to kill anything.
You don't
If
really
you try
have
to
a
run
choice.
past, yeah, you'll just get ripped apart by dogs, so...
They just come running up like this is a Resident Evil game.
They're almost like playful on their approach, but then they knock you halfway across the room.
Hey, there's a strange guy with sword arms. Let's go play with him. Oh no, I want to bite your face off.
Yep, then the zombie kicks in. So, this one, the last one, he's gonna get it good.
Wow.
Slice attack is all X.
Nice. Wow, that game just gave it to you there.
Yeah, take that, puppy. I'm pretty sure that only happens with small enemies who can't give you swords or any particularly useful items, just consumables. But, and it's a random chance based on luck, I believe, but when it happens, you gotta take advantage of it. Usually I take too much advantage and completely blow it at the end.
Right. Oh, hey, that actually sword looks, blah. That's actually sword. Yeah, I know. My English is amazing tonight.
It's by far our best sword that we've found so far, in that it does 1 more damage than the starting sword, and it has a useful special ability.
And it's level 8.
Yep.
Whatever the hell that means.
It means nothing.
Yeah.
But occasionally it will one-hit kill enemies when it hits them.
That's actually a really useful move.
New type of weed is being extremely obnoxious. I meant to
my
show it off
God.
once, I did not mean to show it off twice.
Yakimaru, the human ragdoll.
Sometimes.
He's basically a walking Bunraku puppet at this point.
So now we can approach the temple, which is the last place Dororo could possibly be.
Dororo, stop! Dororo, what happened? I've been possessed. Looks like I've got no other choice.
So there he is. Actually pretty imposing for once.
Take note, folks, this will never happen again. Whoa!
And of course this is going to be a non-lethal battle. That shouting attack is something he can actually do when we're in control of him, but only when he's at extremely low health.
Meanwhile, he's got this... Jesus Christ, kid.
Yeah, this is one of the best fights in the entire game. I really, really like it. And he does that backflip thing anytime you get behind him to attack his weak spot. So he's exactly as dangerous from behind as he is from the front, which you don't really see enough in action game boss fights, I think.
Kid's been holding back on us.
Yeah, seriously, this sword brought out the best in him.
Right. Just took him being possessed by a bloodthirsty monster sword. You know. When he's actually fighting himself, he's a complete loser.
He does as much damage as Hyaki, who is a man made of swords, so... He's at least respectable for, I think, like 10-year-olds.
Right.
They never actually give a specific age, so...
Although Hyaki's not exactly a man made of swords anymore. Now he's a man made of swords and 8 recovered body parts.
Yes, he's getting there. Pay no attention to where the sword's going now.
He's like, I'll be taking that back, thank you.
Dororo, I told you not to get near that sword.
I'm sorry.
You hurt?
No, I think I'm okay. I'm sorry, miss, I really am. When I grabbed that sword, a voice kept telling me to kill, kill! Next thing I know, I'm attacking you. I've heard a lot of stories of people getting killed just outside the village. Maybe that sword is the cause of it all.
The sword's partly to blame, but its owner is just as evil. He knows the sword's power, but he doesn't try to get rid of it. It's almost as if he enjoys being controlled by it.
That's horrible. Don't worry, Hyaki here will give him a good beating next time we see him. That's very reassuring. But my big brother will be returning soon. He's a swordsman who was sent to guard the local castle. Impressive, what's his name? His name is Tanosuke. I'm Misaki. I'm Dororo. The big lug here is Hyakimaru. You both have very unusual names. But I must get going. Take care, Hyakimaru. Dororo, don't go attacking people anymore, okay? Right.
No more killing, little buddy.
Goodbye, random female character number 65.
Hyaki, we gotta find that guy before he starts killing again.
He's gotta be close. We must find him.
Okay, I can't be the only person who knows exactly where this is going, right?
We're gonna pretend that you are.
Okay, just, you know. I mean, if Yudai somehow was not evil and not a demon, then I clearly can't be correct about knowing exactly where this is going to go.
Yeah. Female characters in particular don't fare especially well in these Dororo tales.
No, nor do, well, most people not. Like, this is...
Yeah, no one really survives meeting Yakimaru in this world.
Yeah, this... Your life expectancy... What did they say? It was like Berserk levels of how fast you will die.
Just about, yeah.
I've read Berserk. You don't die. You don't just die. You die bad in that game, in that show.
Now, back when Dororo was going on a rampage and he met Misaki and tried to kill her, that's in the comic when he actually told her his story a little bit, and there's actually a whole chapter devoted to his story, which we don't get to see in the video game, but it's called The Misery Chronicles, so you can imagine it doesn't end very well.
No, I imagine it wouldn't.
But it's well worth reading. Dororo's dad is the most badass character in the entire series, so...
Yeah, fat lot of good it does him, though. Meanwhile, there's this asshole right here.
Yeah, another random fiend attack. There's usually one per chapter, just a non-story related fiend who pops up. And it's unavoidable.
Well, yeah, you've got to power Hyaki up somehow.
Very true. You wouldn't want them all to be hidden.
He's legitimately... his stats are legitimately based on how many of his parts he's gotten back.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually a really good idea on the developer's part to just, randomly have a fiend show up.
Yeah.
And then, what the hell did that kid just throw?
He's got an infinite supply of rocks, and they do indeed rock against this particular boss.
I was gonna say, they're more like bomb rocks from Pikmin with how much health that took off.
Oh yeah, he's got an arm on him. In the manga, he knocks out like half the villains with rocks.
I almost want to say that makes me want to rethink my opinion of him, but then again, no. Still a kid, still kind of a dumbass.
He's absurd in all the best ways, I think.
Then again, you're certainly making him work for you.
Oh yeah. So this boss fight is pretty terrible. Usually I crush it, rarely get hit at all. This time I just get knocked around. And either way, it doesn't matter. You can't really die, no matter how hard you try. As long as you've been keeping up with the hidden fiends up to this point, your stats are going to be so high, the damage is negligible.
Yeah, I saw how much he took off with that one just now.
Yeah, that's nothing. and you deal pretty good damage. And the Hidden Fiends up to this point, their locations and identities have been listed in the game's instruction manual. So if you're like me and you have a full copy of the game, which is pretty hard to come by these days, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah, but if you do, then they just give them out.
I think I remember Final Fantasy IV did that. The original Super Nintendo version, when it was called number 2, because, you know, America and numbering.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the entire 2/3 of the instruction manual was like a walkthrough of the first quarter of the game.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good way to do it.
It was like everything up to going to the underworld.
Yeah. Get you into the game and experience without spoiling much.
Pretty much. Told you like some of the basic stuff, how to get through, what to expect, and looks like Hyaki's lumbar system has been fixed up.
This is one you could actually probably guess from what he grabbed. It's his kidneys.
What did that boost up? His max power, his max HP, his STB. I guess that's
stability. Which is a poorly defined stat. It just says that it improves overall performance. Very few abilities or organs actually restore stability, so it's hard to understand what it does, but I guess it does something.
I'm gonna assume it's related to his defense somehow, just offhand.
Yeah, but there's an endurance stat that directly affects how much hitting he can take, so...
It could be some weird mechanic formula, like stability plus endurance plus da-da-da-da.
Yeah, very probably. Maybe like how most games treat luck.
Right. Oh, and then there's this asshole again.
Jackie! Tanosuke! Hey! That's Misaki's voice!
Well, don't just stand there.
Tanosuke, you're back. I can't believe you're really back.
Misaki.
I was just at the temple this morning, praying you'd come home soon. My prayers were answered.
I've been back for almost half a year now.
Huh? I thought you went to guard the castle.
Yes, I did. And His Majesty personally awarded me with an incredible sword, but I used it to kill hundreds of castle workers. It was all to defend the castle secrets.
But that... Your lord ordered you to do it, right?
Yes, but since then, it's felt like the sword has been wielding me instead. The sword constantly craved blood. I became its slave. I couldn't return to your side, so I stayed near the village, wandering. Look what I've become.
But it's all that sword's fault. We need to take it to the shrine.
I'm sorry, Misaki. Dragon Brood craves blood again.
Any old time now, Hyaki.
Misaki! Hey! Oh. Ugh!
Damn. Not now. Dragon Brood needs more power.
I must go. My eyeliner's running.
Please, help my brother.
Yes, help your brother. Not the villagers.
That sword grows stronger as it drinks more blood.
Then we have to stop him.
Any old time now, guys.
Yeah, he's getting stronger by the minute.
That's why we have to stop him. Because he's going to be too strong, not because he's murdering scores of people.
Seriously, it's like... Okay. I'm not going to say too much crap about the voice acting in this game, considering it was PS2 era. But I do like this guy, Tanosuke, Psycho Ronin, whatever you want to call him. I do like his tone of voice matches his character.
Yeah.
As opposed to Hyaki, who really kind of just sounds bored.
Yeah, he comes across pretty stilted a lot of the time. For the most part, I like the voice acting in this game, but Hyaki comes and goes for the main character. So.
He's got the right voice for it, But he really does sound like he's just kind of...
Yeah, not the best actor.
Not interested in all what's going on.
Yeah.
Dororo, kick!
We have found you, Tenosuke. Or should I say, Dragon Brood.
Wait! Please, don't kill him!
Misaki. Your brother is a good swordsman. And his sword is extremely powerful. He'll kill me if I don't kill him first.
No!
Just drop your sword, Tenosuke. I know once you had a human heart.
At some point, perhaps. But Dragon Brood just keeps telling me it needs more blood. And when I satisfy it, I am overcome with such euphoria and pleasure.
Oh, God.
TMI.
Tenosuke's mind is completely lost. There's no going back.
I would say he knows exactly what he's thinking about.
He's in love with the sword. So we gotta kill him.
Sounds legit. I would have loved that, though. Drop the sword. Well, okay. Wait, that actually worked?
No, it's basically the Akujiki. He can't put it down.
Pretty much. You know, cursed swords, man. It's like, whoa, that was nice. I saw it the first time, but it just wiped out Dororo with that move.
Yeah. It's not that impressive a move if you actually get hit by it, but it's really cool looking.
Oh yeah. Like, the whole Shadow Flame trick is always really neat when you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is that all?
So this is a multi-phase fight. We're off to the swamp where he fought the Night Terror.
Oh yeah, because the best way to deal with a guy who's really frickin' fast is to slow you down.
He doesn't get too slowed down by it, though.
Of course not. That would be too easy.
Yeah, the cheater.
I noticed you had to burn that spirit move just to be able to get the invincibility frames.
Yeah, he actually has his own sort of spirit move here, where he can sort of charge up and he'll get balls of fire that rotate around him. And then when he moves in to attack you, the balls all hit you and burn you up. I don't know of a good way to prevent taking damage when he does that.
There's no, like, block button or anything in this game, is there?
Nope. All you can do is dodge and jump.
And pray you were smart enough to stockpile artillery weapons in ancient Japan.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed. You've pretty much been constantly been running low on those things.
Yeah, they keep them low in numbers. Sort of give you survival horror levels of bullets. Just because they don't want you overusing them. Because they are pretty exploitable.
Well, the cannon shots, I get that, but the bullets you'd think they'd get more of considering how individually weak the shots are. And how many of them you have to burn through just to do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, for the most part they don't want you doing damage with that. But there's this new move for this phase.
And that's all we'll see of it.
Oh, he keeps it for the next one.
This way.
I'm still waiting for him to Hulk out at this point, honestly. I mean, you know, Cursed Sword, Demonic Possession, it's pretty much just a matter of time before he starts growing, like, 3 more arms, a set of wings, you know.
If we let him stay possessed, most likely.
Extra head or 2. Especially since this is Dororo designs, you know.
Oh yeah. They love the body horror.
Oh yeah.
We haven't even seen the beginning of that.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Now he gained teleportation abilities last time. Now he's going to use them to stay away from us, which is annoying.
Yeah, at least he's not doing it to, like, flash step directly behind you for an attack.
That's what he was doing in the last phase. That's why the phase goes by really quickly, because he's always in your face, dealing damage to you.
He's got to interrupt this important fight to do stuff.
Yeah, switching to a better move there. Which proved useless anyway.
Good job.
Well worth the interruption.
It's like having a commercial break.
He doesn't have much in the way of a desperation move, just more ranged attacks.
It does seem to be moving faster, at least.
Yeah, this is a very fast-paced fight. It's comparable to the Dororo fight, which is awesome.
Yeah, once he does stop his little teleport spam, he does try and actually, like, get up on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely another really good series of fights. Deal with our villain of the chapter. And he's dealt with.
Tanos,
Dragon Brood!
Hey! You can't just get the Force out of nowhere.
watch out!
This is my sword. You will have to pry it from my cold fingers if you want it.
Give me blood.
Dragon Brood needs blood. Don't worry, I will feed you soon enough. But I cannot give you his. You shall have mine!
No!
Drink. This is your last feast.
True Romeo and Juliet romance.
A man and his killer sword.
Fiend. The sword. Dragon Brood is dead.
Tanos,
And countdown to her blaming him.
No spoilers.
Spoilers, nothing. I'm just guessing. Hey!
At least he'll be able to deal with it now that he's not a spineless coward.
Oh, I was hoping I wouldn't have to make that joke, honestly.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, exactly.
My back! Oh, it burns!
Hyaki!
I'm fine. Looks like I got my spine back.
You'll be alright, Hyaki! Murderer! I asked you to help him! That's not fair, Misaki! Hyaki killed that demon sword! If he didn't, it probably would have killed everyone for food! And Hyaki, he even tried to get the sword away from him! Tanos. You're all evil! How could you do this to my brother? Murderer! I don't ever want to see you again. Get out of here!
I'm sorry things turned out this way. For you and your brother.
Hyaki!
There he goes, limping off into the sunset.
Hyakimaru was unable to save the girl's brother from the clutches of the fiends. Yet he was able to regain a precious body part. Everywhere he turned, there was both happiness and sorrow, hope and despair. He began to doubt whether or not the world could truly ever know peace. Hyakimaru clears his mind of lingering doubts and continues on. He must continue to fight.
And with that little philosophical recap, we get to move on to the next chapter. Got another person on our shit list, but fortunately she doesn't want to ever see us again, so we won't have to worry about her.
Yeah, just another day in the life of Hyakimaru. Kill some demons, get called a monster,
Yep,
shrug it off.
The very rare chance that anyone he meets survives, they end up pissed off at him.
Pretty much does seem to be a theme with this series.
Yep, that's the life he leads. Hated by humans.
Which, not exactly, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it works so well considering the way the game sort of played up his Child of Destiny thing.
Yeah, that is true. With the addition of that plot point, it's sort of illogical.
Like, I know the original manga was just sort of a... It definitely had some overtones of how humans are just as bad, if not worse, than the demons in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
And by some overtones, I mean a lot of them. If last chapter was any indication.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't work as well in this, unless he eventually... God, if I was him, I would get tired of this crap so quick.
That's part of what makes him a very strong character. And we'll be seeing more of him in the next chapter, wherein the overarching plot of the entire game actually starts to kick in.
Awesome.
So, yeah, look forward to that.